I might not pay too much attention to your gameplay. I hope you don't mind. Alright, it's time to crush AV. I'm gonna leave your stream, I'm sorry. Alright. Just going to be practicing AV for now. Because I keep dying to AV. I don't think that's practical, Jade. No. You can try it out. It was very fire. Phase 1 of AV is not too bad. Really is just phase 2. That's terrible. That's crazy. like it when people are genuine. AV is a bit too genuine though. Genuine. I seriously cannot comprehend why this boss is so much more difficult than every other boss. Like, well, what was Mino cooking? Like, I'd be satisfied. Beat AV 3 times in a row. Maybe that's my goal. Maybe I should just beat AV 3 times in a row once more. It's like I've already done that, but like that could have just been like a yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, we should watch. Okay, I'm sorry. I might just step in. just so difficult. Like, she demands so much attention. Like, I don't think I can reasonably have a conversation as I'm doing this fight. At least, like, with the other fights, there are moments where I do have to, like, take a pause to, like, concentrate and think to dodge. However, like, maybe I feel like I have to focus at, like, almost every part of her fight. That makes it really difficult, especially when I'm in an actual run and I have loot items and I have to, like, manage my rotation. So the idea is I just practice AV until I can do it. That's just, like, second nature. And I know I am talking as I do this right now. However, this is the first phase. Like, the first phase isn't the difficult one. Yeah, it's still difficult, but it's not like the point of contention. Two, 3, 4, 5. Like, I think the reason I have so much trouble with AV, not just because I'm unfamiliar with this genre. What am I trying to say? Sorry, I'm also just trying to dodge her attacks. Like, I've never played a bullet hell game before, and AV has a lot of bullet hell like mechanics, very precise, and, you know, movement optimization is very important for a lot of the fight, like this right here, right? Like, you need to drop down your attacks and focus on moving at some parts here, like this right here. This right here, you have to be really optimized with your movement. This is how I died in my previous best run. It's just like all of these things together while also doing the mechanics. I'm not used to it. Sure, if you're a Final Fantasy player, I can see, like... Oh, I just died. If you've played a lot of raiding within Final Fantasy, I can see how rotations can be second nature to you. If you've played a lot of Toho or other bullet hell games, I can see how dodging isn't a thing you need to think too hard about. However, for me, who has never played a raiding or bullet hell game before RNS, I think my fundamentals are like weak in comparison to those high level players. And, like, in terms of what RNS has to offer, AV is the hardest thing, right? This is the only thing I can practice on within the game to develop that level of skill. And so it's hard to, like, push myself to make myself comfortable with it, you know? The best I can do is do the fight over and over again until I get to the point where it doesn't require too much thought. Sorry for all the yapping. it is just a bit disappointing that even after playing this game for so long, I still have so much trouble with what seems to be such a basic thing. That is clearing this fight. Yeah, not even doing it in like a big run. It's so hard to even clear it, right? Like, forget tossing this in a 90-minute perfect run. I can't even do it in practice mode right now. This is tough. Sure, if you ask a lot of other players, they may not say this is the hardest boss. One of the players in the RNS community, which I'm familiar with, they go by Cherry. Like, they don't think AV is a hard boss. And I find that surprising because to me AV is just so much steeper in difficulty than every other boss up. Okay, I survived that. My octagon was not optimal. When we talk about barbecue speed, -2, why is it considered, why is -2 the bare minimum? It's not that every mechanic in the game cannot be done on -3. I think it might specifically be AV's pattern, along with a few other select ones, that make the speed limit -2. Like, this fight is the reason why the speed limit isn't lower, right? It's just so much tighter than the rest of them that the speed limit becomes -2. I almost wonder if Mino has played this fight without getting hit at all, because it's just so tight. It's so unforgiving. I should stop complaining about this. Though I don't really think about it as complaining. I'm just trying to provide commentary for what I think about this fight and why I think it's the greatest hurdle in me completing this challenge run. Wow, I moved too early there. What I should begin doing is aim to beat AV 3 times in a row every day. I think if I can manage that, because I'm certain I can do that with every other boss. If I can manage that I think I'll develop a familiarity with this boss fight, which allows me to not really think about it. Like, is it overkill to practice a boss this many times? Considering she is what I consider like the stopping force, I don't think it is. This is the only fight I am uncertain about my ability to beat. If you were to wake me up in the middle of the night and ask me to do any fight, I could say, yeah, I can do all of those hit lists on BBQ, on Steelheart. Except this one. It's crazy how easy this mechanic is in comparison to the rest of them. Like this. Left, right, up, down. Like, what? Though, I think it makes sense. Balance-wise, you want the easy mechanics to be in front, or to be, you know, more prevalent, and you want to put all the harder mechanics near the end, so people who build well can DPS skip hard mechanics. Too close. I noticed I was lagging behind there, so I wanted to get closer to the balls, or like, you know, make my movement more optimized, but I managed to ram myself into the side of one. Thinking about progging the game. When I first started Rabbit&Steel, so long ago, it was a really fun game for me. Like, I mean, well, first of all, they have bunny girls. I love them. However, like the roguelike aspect of it was pretty fun. I played with friends. Though those friends don't play Rabbit&Steel anymore. I miscounted. Yeah, the friends that played Rabbit&Steel with me when I started out don't play it anymore. when I started Rabbit&Steel, I thought like the classes didn't matter. Like the way me and my friends would build would just be like total item synergy. Like what item works well with what other item. And you know how like the different sets have items that synergize well with each other, right? We wouldn't really think about how they would fit together with the class abilities. And just like oh, all the debuffs can go on one person because they can get like Venom Hood or the other thing, right? We didn't think about like, because I mean, we weren't familiar with all the gems, the shop upgrades, and things like that, right? Yikes! I should have been higher up. Progging, learning the patterns on my own. I was the type of person in the friend group to give callouts. Right? Like we'd see a pattern, and even though they wouldn't really recognize how to resolve the patterns, like given crows, right? Like all the teleports, they wouldn't know how to do it. So I'd give callouts for like how to position, things like that. And you know, I was the one that was willing to continue playing the game. They kind of stopped just playing normal. I had one other friend who was willing to play hard, but like hard was the limit for him. And I wanted to play Lunar, but I don't think my friends were dedicated enough to play Lunar, because by that point, you know, we each had like 20 hours on the game or something like that. And, you know, they were tired of it. It's like, oh, there's just the mechanics. You do all the boss fights, you know, you get the roguelike items. They didn't really see the replay value in it, despite not having seen all the content. Hold up. I'm just focusing on this. Right? And that's why I decided to join the Rabbit&Steel Discord, because I was looking for people who could possibly want to play Lunar with me. Though I know dang it. Though I know Lunar, I didn't want to hold other people back, right? Like, I was aware, playing with my friends, that like, oh yeah, if you die, you know, it's hard to like bounce back from that. You're missing out on DPS, your mechanics are not always resolvable when you have a dead person on the field. So I didn't want to, like, if I were to play multiplayer Lunar from like public lobbies or party finding in the Discord, I wouldn't want to be dead weight. So my ambition was to complete solo Lunar before even trying multiplayer Lunar. I wasn't able to make it that far. I think I spent days just trying to like beat crows and dragons individually, and afterwards I had so much trouble with the other areas that, like, you know, solo progging, at least like this is before the point where like I really put effort into watch recordings of everything. I think I did search up like Rabbit&Steel solo playthrough, right? Solo dragons or like solo frogs. And I couldn't really find any material on it other than like VODs from Rita or Ritona channel. Who doesn't play Rabbit&Steel anymore, but like seeing her stuff was helpful. I don't know. It feels weird to be in a place where I'm so familiar with the game that I can't think about it in terms of how I saw the game originally. I can't really see this as like the whimsical rabbit girl game it was, right? I know this game in and out. I know the community very well. It's... I don't know. I've played all the difficulties extensively, so it's not like playing a new difficulty will show me new mechanics. I've played patterns that weren't even published in the final game. Like, I don't even know if this is a well-known fact. Also, I died. That's what I get for trying to talk as I'm doing that mechanic. I don't know if there's a well-known fact, but there is a mechanic for Mati that isn't actually used, but it's still in the game's code. And I have played it, like, through a mod I made. I have tested out this mechanic. It's not very polished. I think it is interesting though. It's also interesting that like that there are incomplete mechanics within the game. Just one. There's only that one. Sometimes I wish I could play Rabbit&Steel for the first time. I think that the opportunity to do that is long gone now. I can't really play it with friends for the first time. I don't really have friends. I'm talking about like real life friends, of course. Or like close friends. I don't really have those friends who haven't played Rabbit&Steel yet, who would be willing to play Rabbit&Steel. I don't know. If I ever complete this challenge, the perfect run of Rabbit&Steel, I feel like I would have done everything I could have within the game. Like that's beyond complete collection, right? Perfecting the run. It's almost like proof that I really know solo instead of having cheesed it. I still want to play Rabbit&Steel afterwards. I think it's fun to play multiplayer with new players. I know a lot of people don't have the patience to play with people who are still progging, or the patience to teach players who want to learn how to do mechanics for the first time. Okay, hold up. I need to shut up. What's with this? Why can't I survive that? Maybe I should just practice second phase. That's a good idea. Yeah, first phase isn't giving me trouble. It's just second phase. I don't need to do first phase. Oh my god. You know that feeling when you enter Emerald Lakeside for the first time and you hear the la 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 la? It's just like so surprisingly peaceful after having gone through Scholar's Nest, after having gone through Red Dark House, right? And then you enter a fight and suddenly there are vocals. Like, oh my god, I remember that experience. Like Emerald Lakeside, everyone loves it, right? Oh, you know what? Now I'm feeling kind of inspired to make an artwork to try to convey that piece. The piece of like entering Emerald Lakeside for the first time. Okay, I died because I primaried. Yikes. The process of learning all the enemies' names just like over the many times you play it. I'm sure a lot of people, when it comes to like enemy names that they remember, Tasha's probably like one of the most memorable because she says her own name, you know, it's in the dialogue. She's just such a memorable character. Like what other I remember Mati's name because I have a friend named Matt. Like anytime we enter the mouse boss fight together, I'd be like, oh, we're fighting Matt now. And then like seeing fan art. Fan art is definitely a thing that helped me solidify the identities of the characters a lot more. Like Blush, the painter frog, right? Yeah, in the game it's very clear that she's a painter, but like there are some great artworks of Blush out there, and those definitely like help you remember the character more. Like Tasha and Marin being portrayed together, or hold up. I mean, Shira. Shira's a very memorable character since she's the final boss. I'm trying to, like, I'm just trying to go through in my head what characters are most. Nimi? Nimi the tomato archer mouse. You have Mena and Azel. I don't know how well people do actually remember these, but like I feel like since Azel has that like story bit where she puts a chain on her head, that was tight. That was very tight. Yeah, the chain on her head, and then Mena being the younger crow. I think Ku and P are very memorable as, you know, the lesbian dragons. I remember Nimi and Alice as a pair because they have this one attack, which is infamous on multiplayer lunar. I moved too fast? They have a pattern that's infamous on multiplayer lunar for being like unresolvable, or it's like really hard to sight read. Even if you know what's going on into it, there's just so many variables to take into account every cycle that it's hard to come up with a consistent strategy for it. There's the Queen's weapons. A lot of characters are just known for how hard they are. Mink is known for having windmill. I think the mini bosses in general are easier to remember because the mini bosses and bosses both have a lot of patterns, so you just linger on them much longer than you would like Ran and Sin. People like some of the designs. I know there are a lot of Meg fans out there. I think Varro needs to be put into the spotlight more. There you go, I survived it again. I moved too fast. Okay. I should have slowed down there. I should have known. Oh, someone trying to VC. Oh yeah, by the way, to people on Twitch, I am streaming on Discord in the official Rabbit&Steel Discord server. She has a moon symbol on her. On the piece of thread hanging from her snout. What do you call it? I know there's a lot of rings on her human design. Oh god. Like look at her. She's got so many rings. Maybe I just need to shut up and focus on this. Keep dying to me. Okay. That's tough. I think I was circling clockwise. I happen to be moving away as the circle showed up. I think I should have just reacted faster there. I don't know. What can I do to optimize that? It's not like I was attacking. Maybe... Yeah, I'm not sure. That was a tough situation. Close. These dang balls. This time. Like, what other movement optimization can I do here? Like, that's so tight. How do I not die to that? Do I just need to get lucky? That's bad. Final mechanic. Like there. That's the case I died on last time. Alright, there we go. I finally beat her. It only took 53 minutes. No, enrage doesn't count. Let's try again. I want to beat her. Second phase. 5 times in a row. Do you think that's possible? I mean, I've done the entire fight 3 times in a row. That's my max, I think. However, knowing how bad the second phase is, you know, I'll try to go for 5 times in a row. That doesn't mean I'll actually do it. I think trying to be over ambitious is a good way to push myself. Like realistically, I just want 3 in a row. I'm gonna say 5 in a row. What do you do there? Reset the counter, back to 0 in a row. Ah, what's wrong with this frog? Super unoptimized. Okay, I still managed to do it. That there's a lot of movement leniency there. And when I say a lot, I don't mean a lot. But I mean like enough for me to still not be perfect and make it. That one is tight. I know that one's also not completely like airtight. I think that one's tighter than the pattern before it. Okay, I'm gonna go survive this. I think the trick here is just holding focus on the floor. Wait, there's no keep moving? Yeah. I don't know why. I always treat it as if that pattern has keep. That is embarrassing. I used primary, so I was slow. So I wanted to be right next to the laser. I want to position myself right next to the laser. And I tried to use like a combination of normal speed movement and focus movement. However, I just didn't have the primary slowdown timing ingrained in my memory. So I ended up overshooting in one way, then overshooting in the other way. Ended up in the laser. Been a while since I've died to that one. move too early. I'll be right back. Let me take a bathroom break. Na 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 na. All right. Continue. Perhaps it's time to lose. Because I'm gonna do 5 AV phase 2s in a row. Hold up. Get a replay on that? Yeah, sure. keep thinking like, how do people do this normally? But yeah, then I remember you have invuln, you have faster speed, you have bullet deletion. Game's pretty kind, huh? Yes. I think the last area I soloed was wolves. I believe my first Prog solo lunar clear was kind of like getting lucky with loot items, and I DPS'd the heck out of it. In solo? Yeah. I'm talking about solo, because like you need to beat the areas in solo to unlock the trinkets, right? Yeah. So the last trinket I got was the cool Arctic scarf. Or no. The last trinket I got was the paladin, the mouse one. Yes. The scarf was the second to last one. Yeah. If you get really, it is possible to just beat the game getting very lucky. Obviously, you need, yeah. Yeah. If you know how to build and you get the right rolls, it's possible. My first frogs clear was probably like time space dagger emerald special. It was something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. Did I just beat AB 2 times in a row? Or did I die the previous one? No, she's level 4. I beat her twice in a row. Dang. Okay. I just gotta beat her 3 more times in a row, and I'll be satisfied. Wait, the balls line up with their hitbox. Wait, I got a new strat. I can... Because, like, the goal of that pattern is to go high or low enough to dodge the balls. But But like it's hard to reference like the height of balls as they're moving and everything, right? As they're like, coming on the screen. So what I need to do is just move my hitbox above and below like the circle around AV, and that'll tell me whether I'm safe or not. You don't understand how good of a strategy this is. Three times in a row? Of course, I don't just want to fight AV this session. 3 times in a row, I'm honestly satisfied. If I can squeeze out a few more clears of this, then I'll be like extra happy, you know? But like next time I die, I think I'll go back to doing more complete runs. It's not just fighting the frog. And I'm going until the end of the hallway. Watch this. I'm about to beat 6 times in a row. No, I'm not talking about no items. I just mean like get to enrage 6 times in a row. DPS is kind of irrelevant here because there's no guarantee you can get to it, especially as dancer. Okay, so the problem with just looking at her hitbox is you don't know where the heck everything else is. Like, you see there, I kind of locked in, got the right height immediately, and then went over to the left. But the balls were still on the left side. Oh, what do I do there? Do I just wait for the balls to move down? Or like move? I don't know. I'm sure I can apply it. Alright. Back to doing more complete runs. Oh god, wait, what is this? These enemies aren't frogs? This doesn't make any sense. How are they not frogs? Oh yeah, I gotta stream on Discord. Oh shoot. I should really throw myself off and just suddenly switch class. I was just joking. Rem the soot-eared wolf. What does soot mean in that context? It's just referring to the color, right? Really interesting. Soot-eared wolf. don't really hear soot being used as a color that often. Church Mouse Streets. I really was hoping I'd get frogs first. What am I supposed to do? Okay, this build really sucks. I don't think I can clear here. Like, this next loot item actually has to be good. Or have spark. Like, it's all the wolves that have like that naming scheme, right? You have Outskirts Wolf, the Soot-eared Wolf. You have Mink, the Gray-eyed Wolf. And that's not describing her ear, but it's like color, body part. Tasha, the Snow Fur. Wait, is Snow referring to the color? She's not actually like from Russia. Yeah. Marin, the Steel Tooth. That's a fire name, by the way. Ran. Ran is the Blue Pod Wolf, I think. And Zin is the. Hey. How is it? I don't remember. Ran and Zin are confusing. Let's ban that one. Yeah, the dragons are gems. Yeah, in the code they have like different. The crows have different. Almost like student ranks. Like you have. Mena is. Wait, what is Mena? In the code it's something else. Like you have sophomore crow. You have the. No, not Mena. Mena's not the sophomore. Bella? Is Bella the sophomore? Here, let me check. Okay, you have valedictorian, student, sophomore, and archon. I think whispering is really weird though to have in the mix. Yeah, what was Mino cooking there? I don't know. Ask him in the next interview. Is that an FF14 reference? I don't know enough about FF14. Huh, it could be. Close. Audible gasp as I come very close to dying. Got lucky. Dead. Alright, this loot item, if it's not good, I'm resetting. I was really coping. I really was coping. I thought it would be something good. What do I even choose here? Oh no, I'm not gonna live. I'm just not gonna live the fight. That's so bad. Night's Dark Grimoire. Oh no. I guess it procs Black Hole Charm a little bit. Yeah, I don't think whispering means anything to me other than she's freaking crazy. I think I'm gonna have to stall mice if I want to flip this one. It's been forever since I've found the other variation. I kind of miss it. Behind. Behind. In front. In front. Behind. Behind. In front. Okay, ready? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. shoot, I killed them all at the same time. Oh no. I don't know I can kill them here. What the heck? Oh, yikes, yikes, yikes. I'm dead. There's... Oh wait, no, no, no. I might have enough. I might have enough. I did not. Hold on. Yeah. Crazy tight. Oh. No! It's so doomed. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, we switch. We grab both of these and gold potion? No? I think it's necessary. I think it's necessary to grab both of these. Primary is now my movement ability. It's just so cursed. Oh shoot, wait, primary is my movement. Okay, I have enough DPS, right? Surely. Like, I kind of destroyed them here, oops. Maybe it wasn't worth buying 2 gems when I could have gotten a gold pot on Fullmetal. Yeah. It's okay, as long as I can buy Emerald Special in the next hallway, I'd be satisfied. Holy. Rewiring my muscle memory is so cursed. I'm so used to normally using secondary as my passive. Wait. Cross. Dip. Wait. Cross. Dip. Wait. Dip. Wait. Easy. I'm a bit worried about this one. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought this was Carsey. How did I just like forget existence? Illy's existence, sorry. Yeah. No, I'm just thinking too much about carpet right now. Hmm? Oh, I don't think I was there. To my anniversary event, I think I went to sleep. Mm-hmm. I can tell. Dang. Wait, you can't find my artwork of Illy? Yeah. Maybe it's just like not very obvious on. Like maybe it doesn't show up on Google. Dang it, it's one of my favorite artworks. Just because I like the colors in it. Green fans. You're like a matcha green fan? Okay. Okay, I survived despite primary and secondary being opposites in this. Or else hope I don't mess up on randomly. Up. Now let's do Ranely. Hi, Ranely. How's it going? Oh, you brought me some numbers. Does randomly bite? I don't imagine her as like a biter. Maybe I'm wrong. Right. Dancer spin. 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 Don't need to count to 5 on randomly. Alright, who'd like to bet that the next area is crows? I really do wish the next area is crows. Did you know? Do I have enough DPS? I do. Triple lasers. Easily done. Oh shoot, I moved to the right. Ooh, okay. Yeah, for that pattern, it's actually best to stay in the middle instead of free move against knockback. Okay, and she's dead, so I just need to focus on doing triple lasers. Alright, crows, 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 come on. Oh shoot, it's actually crows. I think we're going to the 4th area. Another gold potion? Ah. DPS is spectacular. Yeah. I mean, I'm not getting Garnet special. Heck no. And I mean, the other primary, what was it? Sapphire primary? Even though that probably would do more damage, I don't have a movement ability that I can hold down right now, so it's best to keep Emerald primary for safety reasons. Let's look at my DPS. Who would need more? New message. What forced you to buy R2? Hi Tome. So I had really bad DPS. Like you see my 2 items right here, right? I mean they're okay, but I went into second area and I had no gems, basically. And so I bought R2 and E1. And I barely, well, not barely, I had enough DPS to clear randomly. I think if I didn't buy R2, I would have been cooked though. I know, it must be a shock to like join the stream and see Dancer R2. Like I'm supposed to be a dancer, man. What am I cooking? Oh no, my headphones are gonna die. It's free as long as you know where to start. My AirPods are gonna die. Yeah, I forgot to play on speaker, so when my AirPods die, I'm actually just out of volume. Don't really want that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because I was like... So right now I'm just wearing one of them. It's like... I have to at least keep the audio. Yeah, I mean, it's just good to have more awareness of surroundings. All right, fourth loot item. Let's see what you are. No way, time space dagger. Topaz charm. Oh no, what just happened? All right, we're going with no audio anymore. Yikes. I can still hear you. You're just on speaker, but Rabbit&Steel doesn't switch audio devices. That was my main concern. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Is there? Oh, there's gotta be like some way to circumvent it, like a digital audio output. You route your games to it, and you like, I don't know. No, it's not just a real tech thing. Crab audio crab. Thank you, Tom. I think we're going up. That was a scary defensive. Like, Topaz Charm's cool and all, but I wish you showed up earlier instead of later. One, two, three, four, five. Oh shoot, I miscounted. How did I miscount? It's because I don't have my audio on. The audio cues are vital. Hmm? Yeah, but like I'm used to the combination of them. It's like okay. Left side top. Top, small, or short. Yeah, top short. Do I have enough DPS? I think I will barely have enough. I have to maximize it though. Oh, I might not have enough DPS. Oh no, oh no, 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 not like this. Holy! Oh my god. No! Just give me Emerald Special. Oh, I'm so cooked, I'm so cooked. Dude, I didn't even buy that many levels with that. You know it's a bad day when you get Nightstar Grimoire in your loot build. Oh. Oh no, I'm dying. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Not on Mink, not on Mink. Okay, that's the worst one. That's the worst one to get uptime on. Oh my gosh. Can we clip that? Oh my god, do you guys see that? I had to weep between the daggers. Crazy. Notes. Okay. Tasha time. This build is so scuffed. All right. Straight into Marin. 4th area boss, new record. So having no audio cues might make this really hard. Why my keyboard stopped working? Oh my god. Okay. I pray that I have enough DPS here. Oh, I can primary without getting punished here. What do you say? You know what? Tell me later. Sorry. Okay, I need to go right side here. Perfect. I think I have, yeah. I should be able to kill her. I'm gonna cry if Emerald Special doesn't show up in Lakeside. Oh my god. I was really slow there. Get the lineup. Right here. Did I do it? Just a bit off. We've done it. We've gotten to the 5th area. Holy. I'm sorry. Okay, Kaiser, what were you saying earlier? Hmm. Oh no. What the heck? There's still no Emerald Special. Do I switch to Garnet secondary just so I can secondary more often? Like, is that worth it? Oh no, that's worth it. That's so worth it because it procs Black Hole Charm, right? I had to switch to Opal Defensive too. And then I think I just buy levels. Oh, let me take a bathroom break. Be right back. Yes, reminder for everyone: drink water. Hello, hello. I've returned. Let's do this. The first one's gonna be Mav. Okay, let's do it. All right. Have a good night, Kaiser. I got lucky. Oh no. GG. GG. Oh, that was so tight. Okay. New PB. We crushed it. From 3rd area to 5th area. 5th area, 2nd fight. Dang, that could have been it. Because I got past 6 and 7. And so... No, I think I died on 7. Oh, God. That's a 54-minute run? Okay, wait. I need to... Let me review that death. I think that was 7. Wait, how can I go back in footage on Twitch? How does Twitch work? Dang. See, that sucks. Getting... Getting all the way up to 5th area or getting all the way up to 4th area knowing that the 5th area was Emerald Lakeside, that sucks. Emerald Lakeside. Honestly, that's like such a good stopping point. I feel like stopping. I had played some in the morning, and like it's hard to continue after after such a good run. Oh my god. I say good run, but that DPS sucked. I had so many close calls. Yeah, I'm gonna stop for now. So, hmm. Thank you for joining the stream. Have a good